Real E-Leezy, man, was good. You know what I'm saying? Good afternoon. Um, the state of the NBA right now, just looking at different teams across the league, trying to get acclimated, back to the season starting and, you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff. Teams having their media day and everything. There's a lot of turmoil in certain organizations, and there's a lot of things that's being politically said correctly to sort of give fans hope or to confuse people or to sort of um, get the media to stop, shedding light and trying to dig and perceive things to be something other than what it actually and then what we know it actually is. You know what I'm saying? And the Phoenix Suns is it's a terrible situation with their franchise have endured, you know what I'm saying, this last decade as far as everything that's been going on behind the scenes with the Robert Sarver situation. If you look at how they handled the DeAndre Ayton thing, it seems like it's a lot of people that's not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's people that knew a lot of these things that were going on because when you're an NBA player, but you know what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know exactly what's going on from because you're in within the organization. Like, you have people close to the tops and people that's going to talk and pillow talk and tell you different things. It's things that you're going to be privy to. It's things that you're going to be aware of. Things that you're going to see. Things that you're going to experience that sometimes you might not, you know what I'm saying, shed light on or talk about until it actually is um, brought up in a, you know what I'm saying, in a broad um, public, you know what I'm saying, viewpoint. And um, the thing with, I mean, this DeAndre Ayton thing, they're gonna have to trade this guy. He hasn't even talked to Monty Williams since the Game 7 loss. No communication, but they signed and made this guy like their franchise center. But there's no communication between the coach and DeAndre Ayton. And I And I seen at the interview that they had with Monty Williams, he was asked about DeAndre Ayton and the expectations surrounding DeAndre Ayton. And he was saying, yeah, DeAndre Ayton this, DeAndre Ayton that. He gave him praise, but then he kind of left the door open to believe that um, there is a sort of disconnect there. You know what I'm saying? So, but for DeAndre Ayton to answer the question that he said about signing his contract, um, like 200 plus $1 million contract, and him just saying, "Oh, I'm happy that the situation is over with." Like, you know what I'm saying? He called it a situation. So it's something there. If you have to address you being re-signed as a situation like that, you should be happy if you're a center for any team or whatever, and the team elects to keep you and extend you and make you a max player, you know what I'm saying, and guarantee that you're going to be there for years to come, you would think, like, you know what I'm saying, the player would be excited about that and want to get back to work and get things started. But it just seems like DeAndre's standpoint, he's just caught up in the mix, bro, and he really don't want to be there. But he couldn't hurt the bag, though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these players, there's certain things that they feel that they really want to speak on, but it's difficult when you got that money that's right there, because whether you do it, you know what I'm saying, whether you motherfuckers say they do it for the love of the game or whatever, but that money is everything. Because these contracts wasn't prevalent back then, you know what I'm saying, 90s, 80s, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. But them contracts, bro, these contracts dictate, and this money that's thrown at these players dictate a lot of everything. A player's work ethic, you know what I'm saying, how a player responds to certain situations, you know what I'm saying, how hard they play, you feel what I'm saying, how they manage their injuries, you know what I'm saying. There's a lot that goes on into a career now. Back in the day, players loved the game so much they didn't give a fuck about an ankle tweak here and there, hyperextended knee. They're gonna play because they just love the game and they had a passion for the game, and they were just happy to be at the highest level. making good money to where they can support their families. But now it's just like, I have to do this. I can't speak out. I can't do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if they do and go against the grain, they're going to be labeled. They're going to be blackballed. You know what I'm saying? They're going to become journeymen to where no team is going to want to touch you based off of you're not likable, you're not coachable, you're not controllable. And all of those things are in today's game, like across the board in all sports. So it's a difficult situation over there in Phoenix. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck. That shit is just weird. Like, it's, and I remember Draymond Green a long years ago. Remember when I think he had that tampering situation with Phoenix? Excuse me. He had that tampering situation with Phoenix in which he told Devin Booker, he said, "Man, you need to get the far the fuck away. You need to get away from Phoenix." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, that's crazy how he said that a long time ago. And now, fast forward, we're here. So it's something going on over there in Phoenix where it's, I wouldn't want to be a part of an organization like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I know that the recent success that they've had, you know what I'm saying, over these past couple of years with making it to a finals and then having the best record in this in the NBA last season is, but losing ultimately in Game 7, Western Conference Finals on their home floor. So they're regressing. You lose the finals, you come back, have the best record. Now you lose in the Western Conference Finals. You don't even make it to the Western Conference Finals. You make, or the Western Conference semis. You don't even make it to the Western Conference Finals. So they're regressing, and then all this comes out about Robert Sarver. It's a very dark cloud over that organization. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. But it's a very dark cloud. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it would be very hard to focus and concentrate on basketball, given everything that we know. And even the things that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Jay Crowder, you know what I'm saying? He want mutual agreement for them to part ways. It's weird because he helped them get to the championship. He helped them become and sustain, you know what I'm saying, and had the best record in the regular season last year. You know what I'm saying? He's a savvy vet. You feel me? Whether he's a fake tough guy or not, you know what I'm saying? He's a guy that can play, has the ability to play defense. You know what I'm saying? His defense kind of took a step back last year, and it was more like a spot up 3 point shooter. You know what I'm saying? But throughout the years, we've seen him guard the best players. You know what I'm saying? And become that, like, that two-way player. But now, you know what I'm saying, as he's getting older, I guess he's just focusing on just being that voice in the locker room, portraying a tough guy on the court. You know what I'm saying? Mixing it up with people, trying to get in people's head, and then knock down open threes when given an opportunity to do so. So I know he was very vocal. You know what I'm saying? And Jay Crowder, I watched him at Marquette. And so I know he was very vocal about the situation and his stance. I know there's some things that he really wanted to say, but like I said, I knew that the Suns were moving on from him in favor of Cam Johnson. And that's why you see that they're willing to part ways, because they're choosing a younger Cam Johnson who I think has the ability to do more, who's a little bit more versatile um, um, than Jay Crowder, especially at this point in Jay Crowder's career. He's pretty limited. So, but I like Cam Johnson. So, and I just didn't see where they were going to fit. Like, what's the name? Teams want to get younger. You know what I'm saying? They want to sort of build, you know, from that standpoint. And it's not a lot of teams that got veterans on their ball club that can help them in certain situations. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, that's my take on, you know what I'm saying, on that. I mean, it's a sticky situation, you know what I'm saying, and it's tough for the league because nobody wants to be, you know what I'm saying, involved in no soap opera and no drama like that, especially when you're in the midst of trying to accomplish something that the franchise has never accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Or I think they might have accomplished it one time in their franchise history, won a championship, but maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they didn't win a championship. So it's just tough to try to go through that. And I know Devin Booker and all those other guys, though, but it seems like the camaraderie and the chemistry is not where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? And that starts at the top of your organization. So Um, yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. You feel me? Um, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I'll holler at y'all in a second. Real E-Leezy, man. You already know what it is.